Rubric family, how's every single one of you? Welcome to another episode of our shows, NXT UK before SummerSlam. A show that it was really packed, and Jean Paul, like three matches, very to the point. I like that. Like when it just shows that like they don't have a lot of matches. It's actually, hey, we're gonna give you just meat and potatoes in every single story. So we got a few championship matches, a really really solid episode of NXT UK.
Yeah, they touched on every division. They had a tag team match, you had a women's match, and you had the men's match. Of course, the men's match, big match here for the championship, Ilja Dragunov. And why not Wolfie? Wolfgang, we saw that match. And, you saw some stuff, some build, for the women's title as well. A segment with Meiko Satomura and Saray. So, some pretty good stuff. Maybe not too much with the opening match, which we're going to get into, but overall, pretty good episode here at NXT.
Absolutely.
UK.
So thank you for being with us, family. We're going to have a big weekend right here in Robert. We're going to come back to do some of the things that we got used to for you guys. So let's start, like you said, the first match, tag team championship match. We got to see Mark Andrews and the Wildboard. This was just a really odd tag team for me. But, I mean, match quality, probably they know what they're doing. Remember, there was that big feud with Symbiosis, and they said that Wildboard was friends with him and also Lafrage Morgan Webster. Went against the champions Briggs and Jensen. One of them is the son of the Bull Buchanan, Paul. I don't remember him from the WWE days of the Right to Censor. So I think they do a decent job. But what do you think of the match? Because to me, in the end, you knew that the championship was not going to change hands, and Briggs and Jensen are decent at most for me.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they're decent, on a good day if I had both my eyes closed and I had the channel changed. But no, these guys aren't good. I don't think so. I mean, they have the size, kind of the look. I mean, they could, if they could get in bigger shape. But I mean, if you're comparing them both to these guys, they look like fucking Andre. You know what I mean? They look massive. They look huge because these guys are small. So this matchup to me was already out of place. Anytime, I'll call them the babyface team because they're the home team, the UK boys.
Yes.
Anytime, they had the offense and were, had the momentum and were on offense, I should say. It was unbelievable because Briggs and Jensen are like over a foot taller than both these guys, especially Wild Boar. I mean, Jesus,
that was bad. That was bad.
That looks like somebody's like 9-year-old kid got in the ring and was like a little chubby 9-year-old kid got in the ring and was. I mean, so just visually it looked like shit. But I mean, I was going, hey, they're UK guys, and to me, NXT 2.0 is the enemy. So I was kind of pulling for them, but no, I didn't think it was going to change hands here. They hit the big high-low, the double clothesline, whatever, take him out, and get the 1, 2, 3. And I mean, yeah, I mean, you didn't think it was going to change hands, especially with this tag team, because there is no credible tag team. I mean, the only one that you could pull it off, do the upset, to me would have been Jack Stars and Dave Mastiff, but we know Jack Stars is hurt, so I really don't know who they're going to do. And I mean, I know an obvious team, but to me, we're going to talk about them in a little bit, another segment. I think they might be fucking them up as well. So.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, I agree. Like the one thing that I was just pick on, notice is you said when Wahlberg was trying to do a German suplex onto Jensen, I think it just looks so bad because even he need the help of Mark Andrews to do it, and Mark Andrews takes the pin. I don't like that. But like you said, we're going to talk about maybe a possible tag team. We'll see down the line. But like you said, a confirmation that for the NXT UK Women's Championship, Meiko Satomura against Saray. This is cool. I mean, the word of words between them a little weird because Saray starts on babyface, or yeah, oh yeah, I love you, and then it's can you get intense? Even Meiko goes, can you get a little intense here? So I don't know, but match quality, I know it's going to be a good main event.
Yeah, I mean the build is not. I mean, maybe it's because it's so scripted, or they have them try to talk in English a little bit, and obviously, like we say with Andrade. When it's not your native language and you don't know how to express emotion and stuff behind the words, it comes off very robotic and, not realistic. So that's how a little bit of the English comes off. Meiko is a little bit better than Saray with the English, I'd say.
Yes.
But, I mean, the match, if you're just looking at it, hey, how's it going to be in the ring? I think it's going to be good because, Jesus, Meiko would probably have a decent match with you and me. You know what I mean? She's fantastic.
Yes.
Saray's not a slouch. And I think this is going to be good, and it's going to further along, the storyline with, what we're going to see here or talk about in a little bit.
We're going to talk about right now, just for Paul, a male going against Blair Davenport. This was a good match, and but to me, I think it's helping out Amel more than Blair. Why? Because the fact that she can go along with Blair, we know that like what Bea Priestley or Blair Davenport is capable of outside the dives, right? When she does that, done for 6 months and stuff like that. But the match was actually very good. And you said it, Paul, Blair needs to win because the rivalry is with Mako, right? There's the meat and potatoes, right? There's the main story, right? There's the important thing. So in the end, I mean, Amel might come short in this match, but we know that like at some point, if Blair becomes champion, we know the first contender is going to be. So I like that. Good match. And, Blair gets the win with the Falcon Arrow. And we didn't think otherwise. So good stuff.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this match. And it's one of those things where you thought, oh, okay, maybe when Blair said, oh, she's going to defeat, or destroy all her hope. Oh, that wasn't real, right? She's just saying that to get under her skin, blah, blah, blah. No, you saw how dominant Blair Davenport was. But like you said, Amel, she hung in there. This wasn't like, oh, let's job out Amel. No, she looked good, and this was a contested match, and this was good. And again, this all just adds to what you said. Fuel to the fire, to the story. When you do that rematch, when you have the champion Blair Davenport, when you tell the story again, let's say Amel is to be the next champion after Blair. Maybe you don't do the matchup right away. You wait, whatever, or she has a title shot, loses it. You do another match later on down the line. She wins it again. You just had all this stuff, to the build up, to the hype, to the storyline, the feud long term. This is good, but no, Blair needed to get the win here. And it's going to be her and Mako.
Yeah, this is the main story. So we're happy about that. This is the match that is supposed to take place. So that was really cool.
What did you think about the spot, though, quick, before we talk about Chase U, and that makes me throw up in my mouth? What did you think of the spot where she jumped off the thing and sold the leg again? It was like,
yeah.
like in the ring. They were like,
that was cool.
The
good thing is, like, she didn't get injured. But at least, like you said, like she probably knows that she fucked up. That was a wrong thing to do, and now at least they like
they said, diving from the top rope or the top turnbuckle into the ring is dangerous enough, but then diving to the floor, falling an extra how many feet, onto concrete, like no, probably not the best thing to do.
It should have not been done, but like you said, good stuff. Like you said, they sell, like, again, for me, this is a great story. And Sheree is just like a girl that like needs a championship match. It's just, let's get another girl.
To me, and that whole story with Sheree has to do with Amelia McKenzie as well. That's driving that wedge in there, turning her. That was the thing that turned her down the path of going heel. So
exactly. So that will be good too, like you said. So this is just trash. So we're gonna go like 2 seconds about it. These guys are coming next week to NXT UK. This sucks. That's all we need to say. They even suck on NXT 2.0. Why? So why? They come to suck somewhere else. You know what I mean?
And it's like, they're the absolute jobbers. They beat nobody. So now they're going to come here and hopefully continue that trend and put NXT UK tag teams over.
I don't think they're like.
What are they going to do? Come here and beat Tio Man and Raja and Dempsey? Oh no, wait, that's somebody else's job.
Yes, exactly. And like you said, like next week, we're just going to see this match. For now, it was announced, and I think the championship match with the women, and it's going to be Rajan Raja against Oliver Carter. This is going to be good, but again, like this rivalry, the Familia needs to go for those tag team belts.
And what did you think? And what did you think of the promo?
Yeah, it wasn't solid enough.
Where he's in there and he's writing the note, and you see Tio Man's like reading the note, but it flashes to Oliver Carter writing the note as he's destroying their dinner table and eating their food and all this stuff. It just, again, you had Tio Man, he already lost. So what's the point? You're working backwards.
You're missing an opportunity.
You're working backwards
as a group.
The only thing I can think of is they said, we don't really care about this group at all. As soon as they added Dempsey to it, Dempsey is the guy we're going to push. So you guys, this group is going to be the cocoon that's eventually going to break open, fall apart, and die. And so Dempsey can be the butterfly. That's the only thing I can think of, because they're just jobbing this group out. He's clearly going to beat Rohan, and then Dempsey's going to beat him. Because why would he just beat the leader to then lose to this guy? No, like so clearly he's going to beat him. It's just booked bad. I know you don't want to job out Oliver Carter. Then don't do this. Then have him beat guys.
You need other,
just other people.
You need other stuff. Absolutely right. Like you said, this is just bad. and the Familia needs to be actually the main force outside of the champions in NXT UK, and they're not doing that. They're missing that opportunity big time. All the promo work that Theo Man, Raja at the beginning, and now Dempsey,
Yeah,
the guy that,
they
like
should
you
have been
said,
the ones to replace Gallus and to replace I can't even think of their
the
names
group from
now.
veterans, pretty deadly. All those groups, like they have right there. So, like
No,
you said,
no, I was there. Walt, yeah, because it's been so long. Imperium, replaced like that as like there's was at least always one big stable to be like, okay, this is the big group. This is the heel group of NXT UK. There isn't that anymore.
no,
I
there's
mean,
not.
there is De Familia, but to me, they're the mid card joke. They're retribution almost at this point.
It is bad because like no goal and no wins. So
The
it's
only
tough.
good thing about them is Dempsey. At least he's been protected. You haven't seen him
Exactly. That's
jobbed out or anything.
the moment that, like you said, hopefully he's the one that makes it to the main event scene. And I think it will be a good match with what we know so far. We're not going to reveal it quite yet, but like, let's talk about the main event. That was the NXT UK Championship match. Ilja Dragunov going up against Wolfgang. This match was actually good. Very, very good. I thought that like Wolfgang got a really great showing, and Ilja Dragunov, every time he's in the ring, you know that they're going to get a great showing. I want your thoughts about it, but I really enjoyed it. And, I never thought that he was going to lose. So that's the thing. Like, I mean, Desire is still champion, but like at least for the amount of build-up, I like what we had.
Yeah, I mean, why not Wolfie? But I mean, no, this match it was good. Like we said, the one thing, why not Wolfie? Because I mean, Ilya Dragunov is one of the hottest, guys in wrestling right now. Because we put, if you know what's going on, was putting on awesome matches with Walter, and he's awesome matches with Jordan Devlin. He wasn't booked that good the past couple of weeks. We've been saying, what's going on? Where is he? He's been missing. We've been looking on milk cartons. We've been lifting up rugs. We've been looking all over for him. Can't find him. He's come back. Here he is. And he has this great match with Wolfgang. So, he can still go. And they sold it great. The story, oh my God, his back is hurt. The ref checks on him. Hey, are you good? No, he's good. They continue on. You see him. Wolfgang even hits the back. And I love the spot where Wolfgang's on I thought Wolfgang was going for the phenomenal forearm. I'm like, he's AJ Styles, but just if he ate AJ Styles, maybe. But he's on there and he's setting up. He does like a springboard, almost sends himself into the ring for the spear. Dragunov counters, big knee strike right to the head. 1-2, but kick out. That was a great spot there. Dragunov also did a cannonball off the top, landed on his back, sacrificing his back there, selling it. Oh my God, he's done. But again, you know how this goes. Oh, another spot before obviously get to the finish. I love when he picked him up for the big pile driver. Oh my God, can he do it? Nigel's even freaking out. He picks him up, boom, big suplex there. So that
like
was
you said,
great.
like the back is very much like they're selling that idea that the back might be, hurt.
But they're selling the back.
Contribute to that. So that I enjoyed it.
And then
like
eventually, Torpedo Moscow, 1, 2, 3. We have a new champ, and you see the show of respect there from the two baby faces. Hey, you're legit, and that's good. I like that. You don't see no bullshit. There was no. Oh, did Gallus come out or what was that?
No. There was no Gallus or anything. No, show of respect.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't. I'll be honest. I turned away with this, and I thought I heard him mention something with Gallus, but whatever. And it's been a little bit since I watched this on Thursday, so But that's the thing. It's just Ilya Dragunov, he wins, but again, we'll just leave you with a hook. Maybe not going to be champion for too much longer, and that's a shame. But we gotta wait and see what they do here with this brand. I don't want to say it's gonna go to shit. It's gonna be bad or anything, because obviously injuries happen. Whatever. But we got to see how they recover, because with 2.0 and stuff. Now if you're gonna don't want to say it, but maybe losing your champion, whatever. It's one of those things where we got to see how they recover. But
it's gonna be like different. There's a lot of changes coming, but at least it's gonna be more opportunities for wrestling for other guys that maybe have not been, in consideration for championships. So this is good, like you said. And in the end, we get to see the current NXT UK champion Ilja Dragunov. Like he gets another win. So family, thank you so very much for being with us. Great show from NXT UK for this week. Next week, it might be, one of the shows that we said the transitional shows. We'll see how good they are. But to be with us for like what is going to be SummerSlam, a lot of hope. This is the first show that's going to be on this Triple H new era. So we're going to see Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar last man standing match for the last time. A lot of people are saying, Paul, I know that we have a great toy collector in Jean Paul, one of like the most knowledgeable. Brock Lesnar, there was a toy that came out and he already has both championships. So are they actually spoiling the main event? We'll see what happens.
And I mean, figures have come with those, with belts, but usually they're generic. Now the thing is, with this belt with Brock, the side plates have his like the skull logo, so that's why people said, "Oh, he never held this belt," So and now it's customized. So what's going on here? And we know Roman Reigns. We know Roman Reigns is leaving, and we know the big plan was Cody. He's probably not coming back for a couple months yet, so who knows? But you know who will know? All of us in a few hours.
Exactly. So be with us. We're going to be live. Road Break, Jean Paul, myself. We're going to try to give you the best information, everything we know about all this pay-per-view. So thank you so very much, family. The only thing we always ask, just subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and always, give us some love, comment, let us know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to, talk about, and we will do it for you. Where can they find it, Paul?
Yeah, and make sure you follow us, Rope Break, on Facebook, the OG Rope Break on Twitter, Original Rope Break on Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok, and of course, right here on YouTube, the home of the #1 podcast in the YouTube wrestling community, the Original Rope Break.
And you and me have one more thing that is left to say, and that is...